Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play of Planescape Torment with myself, Waze, and the Nameless One and Mort. We are here in the Hive, I believe. Yes, the Hive. And yeah, plenty going on. Lots of people for us to talk to and lots of places to check out. I definitely feel like we rushed through the Hive and Ragpicker's Square before. So we're back in the Hive and let's go over this again. See, we've got lots of thugs. Let's talk to Fleece, whoever he is. You see a man who's looking around at the buildings with some confusion. He looks lost and is mumbling to himself. Greetings. The man looks relieved. At last! I beg your indulgence, good sir. I seem to have gotten turned around in this maze of streets. He chuckles uncomfortably. I'm afraid this area of the city is somewhat... He glances around apprehensively. Unknown to me. The residents seem most unwilling to extend aid to a visitor. He looks at you hopefully. Could I prevail upon you to help me, perchance? Well, that sort of really depends on the kind of help you need. I seek the house of my Aunt Marguerite. She is reported to dwell in a house close to the mortuary. But the street layout seems to have changed since my last visit. Do you know of the house of which I speak? I'm afraid I've never heard of such a place. I do know where the mortuary is, though. The man frowns in disappointment. Ah, I suppose it would have been too much good fortune to hope that you would know of such a place. He nods slightly in thanks. Well, I thank you for your time, good sir. It is most welcome on these streets. Okay, it's rather odd. Rather odd that I didn't get... Maybe I should have... I only got... Hang on, what have we got here? You're about to turn away when you suddenly have a feeling that something is amiss. Suspicious, you glance at the man again, just in time to see him withdrawing his hand from your purse. You can't be sure, but you think he might have taken something from you. I don't really want to observe his technique. I'm assuming that that will give me some thieving skills. So... I'll grab his hand. You're not fast enough. He yanks his hand back before you can grab it. With a yelp, he bolts running down the streets. All right, then. Oh, he's an enemy now. Oh, Morph. I just keep getting into fights. Question is, am I going to run after him for 5 coppers? I'm more intrigued about... I was going to say who or what these Dabus are. We can't just let him rob us. I'm sorry. We just can't.
What's up?
What's up is my mouse is playing up. That's what's up. I really need to fix it. Let's just use the keyboard instead, shall we? Okay, let's go after him. He's trapped in a corner. Oh, he's dead. Gain some experience. And... from 5 to 39. It's an additional coppers. He probably stole those from people anyway, so I'm not going to feel guilty. Okay, come on, Mort. Let's see who else we've got around here. Let's talk to one of these Davis. They look a bit busy. You see a tall creature with a shock of white hair. Its skin has a greenish cast and a pair of goat horns protrudes from its forehead. It is dressed in long flowing robes and appears to be floating slightly above, making words up now, above the ground. Greetings! The creature turns to face you and a series of symbols appear around its head. The symbols have a slight glow about them and they just hover there. Oh, for the power's sake, piking Dabus. What's wrong, Mort? He's a Dabus. They speak in rebuses. These annoying word puzzles. If you don't know what he's saying, then we better find a native or some other way to communicate with him. If we want to. An annoying bunch. My bet, they can speak. And they would just rather piss everyone else off by trying to puzzle out what they're saying. Okay, Mort, what exactly is a Dabus? Chant is they're janitors for the Lady of Pain. They float around, breaking, fixing and patching up Sigil according to her whims. They're worse than corpse flies. Mort sighs. You can't swap them, though, or the lady will get upset. Okay, Lady of Pain. Who's that? She runs this city. You'll know if you see her. She's got these blades around her face. She's about the size of a giant, and she floats off the ground, just like these guys. Mort nods at the Dabus, who is looking at you both. Nobody knows much about her. She doesn't speak much. All you need to know is that you don't want to make her angry. If you see her, my advice, run. Okay, I see. The Dabus waits patiently, its hands tucked into its sleeves. A series of symbols materialize above its head. Then they vanish, and a question mark appears. Can you translate what he's saying, Mort? Mort scoffs. I'd sooner be strained through a Tanari's bowels than unravel what these floating goat heads are trying to say. You want a translator? Find a Sigil native. Fair enough. Come on, let's give it a go. Let's try and strike up a conversation and see if I can translate. Oh, 1,000 experience just for trying to talk to someone. You ask the Dabus several questions, trying to get a feel for the rebuses that appear above its head. It is extremely patient throughout your discussion, giving you easy sentences to translate. After a few minutes, you start to get the hang of it. Feels like you've done this before. Ah. Aha. Maybe you can help me. The Dabus waits. So who are you? The Dabus inclines his head slightly and a stream of symbols appear above its head. I am a Dabus. Okay, another question. What are you doing? A batch of symbols appears above the Dabus's head. I attend to my duties. Okay, another question. And what can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? A lone symbol appears above the Dabus's head. This one shows a metallic female mask with blades coming out of the sides. Just looking at the ghostly image makes you uncomfortable. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Farewell. Right. The Dabus bows slightly. Symbols swirl around its head, then it turns away. Oh, that was a handy 1,000 experience points. Right, who else have we got? Who else do we have? No, don't want to go over there. I just wanted to check out what this was. Vines with black leaves. Yep, we've seen that. Okay. So I can go through there. Where is there to? Northeastern portion of the hive, which is probably where the mortuary is, I'm going to guess. The flop house, and to the southwestern. We went, I'm not sure if we went there before. Definitely went to Rag Pickers, and I'm not sure if we went in the flop house or not. So let's go and have a look in the flop house.
Come on, Cutter, what are you afraid of? My girls
We did, yes, because we had this thing here, which I thought was a centaur, but it isn't. Nesta, Arlo, Hive Dwellers. Let's talk to Arlo again. Arlo's enthusiastically engaged in his favourite pastime of plucking scabs from his nose. Lovely. As you approach, he glances at you out of the corner of his eye. What do you want now? Questions? Okay, can I have a bed? I don't think we need to rest if that's all that we've got as the options. Yeah, so if you don't want a bed, I suggest you pike off. We will pike off then. Let's talk to Nesta. The old man stops his frantic pacing and glances at you nervously. Fork! 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 Can't go home without my fork. Aha! I have fork. I just had a feeling the fork would be useful for something. Beautiful. Okay, is this the fork you speak of? Nesta hastily snatches up the fork. My fork! My fork! Fork, fork, fork! Woohoo! He hops up and down excitedly, waving the fork back and forth in an elaborate pattern above his head, as if he were performing some sort of ritual. Now I can go home. Farewell! Woo! Fair enough. Farewell, Nesta. I'm not sure I get anything for that. Nesta turns to leave then, as if struck with some afterthought. He turns back around and hands you a scrap of something soft and rubbery. The severed ear. Well, great. Upon closer examination, you notice that there is an earring still dangling from it. Okay, I'll pocket the earring and discard the rotting piece of flesh.
Updated my journal. I had to drop it.
Okay, and I've dropped. He just disappeared. How did he do that?
Done.
Right, let's check the inventory. Need to find someone we can sell stuff to. Black barb seed. So this is what old Mebeth wanted us to show the fruit pickers, wherever they are. Okay, I've got some things here. Let's find out what these are. We'll do that. Firstly, does Mort have any space? He does. This is good. I'll give Mort... what will I give Mort to hang on to? The needle and thread. I can't use the corpse fly charm, so I'll give those to him as well. It seems I can't use the corpse fly charm. Yeah, something tells me I might have to be a mage or something. Maybe I'll have a look at that later. Shamanic rod. Mort can hang on to that for a little while as well. Okay. Let's stay there. Let's make some space and pick up this prickly club. Okay. Made from some sort of prickly plant. Small thorns adorn the head of the club and can easily be broken off. Did I get the earring as well? I said I pocketed an ear. Oh, there we go. One ear. Oh, that's one ear's earring. Maybe if I'd have been in here first, I could have had a very different conversation with one ear and wouldn't have ended up killing him. Okay, I've got a few things to check here. Let's use that. And let's find out what we've got here. I have 4 things. I can use 3 for this. So let's check one ear's earring first. Okay, plus 10 stealth skill bonus. Usable only by thieves. I need to find a chest or a something to keep my stuff in. This small earring is made from polished obsidian. Despite the smoothness of its surface, it reflects no light whatsoever. Commonly referred to as a rogue's best friend, the black gem this earring is made from possesses magical properties that absorb light, making it easy for its wearer to move undetected in shadows. Rather a neat trick. Pipe. Cloud kill. Okay. Small wooden pipe carved to resemble the head of a demon. When used, this pipe billows forth great gouts of deadly fumes from the plains of the abyss. That could most definitely be useful. I have lots of useful things, but a lot of them I can't use until I get trained as a mage. Okay. Scroll of the Axe of Torment. One creature, as if from the depths of Baator, torment shall be brought upon your enemies, and with time its strength will only grow. This spell summons a mystical giant battle axe. The axe strikes a specific individual target for 1 to 8 points of damage. In addition, as a final blow, the axe will cause a magical effect to occur at random. An additional 8 points, 1 to 8 points, 2 to 16 points, paralyzed. Level 9, the following new effects can occur. Wow, that's pretty powerful. That's a nice scroll. Scroll of the Blood Bridge. Yeah, I'll look at all these later on. I have one more on this to use. Prickly Club or Silver Frame. Let's go with Silver Frame. Pain Mirror. When used, this item causes an attacker to feel the same pain and hurt he has afflicted upon the user. Very cool. Sadistic Frame. This item must be used from the quick items menu. What's the charcoal charm? Resistance to fire and magical fire. Let's put the... I'm more likely to use the frame in the short term, I think. I need to start using some of these charms. Yeah, I just need to start using them. I'm carrying them around. I'm not using many. And I have no space to pick up any new stuff. And again, I haven't figured out how to increase inventory. I need to remember to sell these things too. Except this one. Because that's +1 to armor class, which is always good. Okay. Let's speak to Barry Orr again. Barry. We'll call him Barry. Half man, half goat. We'll let him sleep. Fine. Come on, Mort. Let's go. Where's the door? There it is. So we have been in there. Let's head in this direction then. The southeastern hive. Okay. Have we... Alright, we haven't explored this area at all.
I'm
we
gone.
have more thugs. Can't go up. Can't go over that way, so... We will head down. More Dabus. Thug, Dabus. This window, if that's what it is, seems to be made from a blue stone that shifts and bends as you look at it. It glows softly in the dim light of the city. Well, this looks intriguing. Let's have a look in here, Mort. Who do we have? A hive dweller. Lots of things to steal. Now, if I get a party member who is a thief, I'm sure they won't have any qualms about stealing, but the nameless one in this incarnation isn't going to be a thief. Picking up random stuff, that's different. You see a plump woman going about her chores. She doesn't notice you entering the room. Greetings. What are you doing in my house? Don't you have any manners? You don't just go around entering people's houses. I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone lived here. Well, now you know. Please leave now and close the door on your way out. I have many chores I still need to finish, and I don't need any more interruptions. Fair enough. Rather uneventful. What else have we got? Hive merchant. This is someone we need to speak to. This older merchant has a worldly look to him. His deep voice is gentle but confident. Ah, hello there. Are you ready to sample some of the most delectable treats from across the plains, my good man? Mebeth, the midwife of the square, needs some herbs sprung from this seed here. Can you help me? Excellent. The man takes the seed, looks at it critically. As he presses it between his thumb and forefinger, he winces, and a small drop of blood appears on his thumb. Ah, this seed's got a bite on it. I noticed that. Do you have the herbs she's talking about? He can't seem to take his eye off the seed. Lad, I don't know if there's anyone who has what your friend seeks, to be square. I've never seen such a seed before. You would need someone who cultivates seeds such as this, for I have none. Very well, then where would I find such a person?
Updated my journal.
Don't know the dark of that, friend. He hands the seed back to you. You'd be hard-pressed to find a gardener in the hive. Fair enough. Can I see what else you have? All manner of delicacies to delight your palate, my good man. Arborean fire seeds, garbar root, Elysian pears, crimson lotus petals, Bitopian shepherd's bread, shift spice from the chaos of limbo, and sea plums are what I have at the moment. Merely 5 coppers for a taste of anything you'd like. Okay. Let's ask about something's taste. Okay, what do the fire seeds taste like? I can only suggest that you try it, my good man, and see for yourself. Okay, maybe let's ask some questions first. He shakes his head. Then I advise you to seek answers elsewhere, sir. I deal only in exotic foodstuffs, spices and herbs, and have time nor care for little else. Fair enough, what do you have? Okay, he tells me again. Purchase something. I think it's probably worth trying some of these. Let's try some fire seeds. Don't swallow them, simply spit them out when they've finished tingling. He smiles and offers you a handful of small red seeds. Okay, let's pop them into my mouth. The seeds, sweet and tasting faintly of cinnamon, become warm and tingle in your mouth. It takes a moment for you to realize that they've actually burst into flame. Soon, however, the sensation dies out and you spit them into the gutter. Is there any point to this? Is there any point? I don't know, but I want to try something else. Some garbar root. He offers a small brown cube of what looks to be rubbery vegetable matter. It is quite chewy. Do not swallow it, but spit it out when it no longer has taste. Okay, let's pop that into our mouth as well. The root, initially quite hard and difficult to chew, has a sweet syrupy taste. Soon it becomes soft and gummy, and you find yourself merrily smacking away. Eventually, though, the flavour dies off, and you spit the gooey brown wad into the gutter. I think I might just be wasting money here. What else has he got? Petals, bread, shift spice, sea plum. One more. Let's try a sea plum. He hands you a small plum of an odd blue-green colour. Don't worry, they're pitless. Eat the whole of it. Okay, eat the sea plum. The plum's rind is slightly bitter and extremely sour, enough to make one grimace and shudder. But the fruit's meat is remarkably sweet. Eaten together, they complement each other well. Okay, that's it.
Like my
We're done.
skills have increased.
Well, that's very good, Mort. How are my skills doing?
Can't afford to get cut off.
I'm a good bit off the next level yet. Worth having a look. There is a lot going on around here. Okay, we know that about the window. A crude wooden cart. It looks like it would fall apart if anyone tried to use it. Who else do we have? Kossajai. Let's try Kossajai. This toothless old crone reeks of fish and brine. Spying your approach, she gives you a wide pink smile. Fish, my child? Fish heads, mayhap? Child? Hardly. Oh, yes, but a child ye are, to my ears. Youngsters. I believe you're mistaken. Take a closer look. She shuffles up to you. The fish stink is nearly overpowering. The old woman squints at your face first, frowning, and then into your eyes. Only then does she recoil in surprise. Oh my. How many years have those eyes seen? I don't know. How many do you think? Don't know too many, I'd say. But no matter. She leans close to whisper in your ear. It won't do to rattle the passers-by. Let's keep it our little secret. She resumes her normal tone of voice. So, fish, my child? She pokes you in the belly. Okay. No fish. Oh, what are you offering? Why, fish, my silly child. Fish of all sorts. And fish heads, for those too short of jinked for the whole ones. Teeny-weeny fish heads. Okay, I don't need fish, but I do have some questions. She shakes her little wrinkled head. No answers, have I? Only fish. Oh, these merchants. Let's leave that alone. For now. What the hell is that thing? It won't stop moving. Lim. Is that Lim Lim? I can't. I stop. Lin Lin. Glitzerazzi town person.
Look here, the finest Toledo blade.
Hive dweller, hive merchant. Let's try this hive merchant.
All right.
Come in, Basher.
No.
Look here, the finest Toledo blade.
Here we go. Jump, Lim Lim, jump. The merchant seems suddenly to notice you. Oh, greetings. Would you like to purchase one of these playful gambling Limlins, my lord? Not yet, but what are Limlims? They're from the Outlands, my lord. Neither holy insect nor animal. They're friendly, playful, and quite loyal. He takes a sidelong glance at the Limlims, then leans close to whisper, pretty tasty too in a pinch. Okay. Do I buy a Limlim? Could be handy. Question is, how much are they? Let's find out. I'd like to purchase one. A Limlim will provide its own food, eating insects, tiny rodents and the like. They will follow you everywhere you go, are easy to clean up after, are quiet, exercise themselves with their constant flipping about, and best of all, they leap over 15 feet when prodded with hot coals. One will only cost you but 40 coppers, my lord. A mere pittance for such an entertaining pet and friend. Mort, what do you think? Why not, boss? It'd be fun to kick around when we're down, right? Well, I can kick it vicariously through you at least. I want to see that 15-foot hot coal jump too. I'm gonna buy one. I'll take one, merchant. How nice, my lord. Here you are. My own lim-lim. Great. I have a lim-lim. Let's look at Mort's level up. Armor class 2, up to 57 hit points. 4 hit points gained, 2 hit points gained from con bonus. And they're not too bad. The paralyzed poison death's not too bad anyway. Okay. Alignment. Chaotic good is Mort. Fair enough. I definitely don't have to do anything with this. What's his decent slashing? He's level 6 as well. Cold and magic cold resistance, 100% and poison as well. He's got fairly good resistances, Mort. 75% as his lowest. That's pretty good. Okay. His fist is up to 3, which is, I don't know how he has a fist to punch with. Why has he got a weapon proficiency in fist? Okay. That's not too bad. Not currently affected by anything. This is good. Right. Where am I going now? What am I doing? I want to find someone I can sell stuff to. Okay. Who are you, Profera? This grim-looking woman spares you only a brief glance before returning to her rant on the top of the stage. She has a powerful voice that carries across the marketplace, even cutting through the noise made by the merchants and the surrounding foot traffic. Leave her alone seems to be the only option there. Craddock, what about you? You see a huge man watching the area with a tight-lipped frown and narrowed eyes. He's hunched slightly as if bearing a heavy load on his shoulders. The unpleasant smell of sweat and dirt wafts from his clothes. Greetings. The man glances down at you and his frown deepens. Aye? What you sniffing round here for? Just some questions. He grunts. I've no time for the likes of beggars and dogs. Now push off. Damn, these people are really not friendly. Who's this? Gauha. Let's talk to Gauha. You see a thin, yellow-skinned humanoid covered with a variety of dazzling tattoos. His eyebrows have been accented with black charcoal lines, and his teeth are filed to points. He sees you and waves you over, rattling his dice in his hand. This probably isn't going to go well. Greetings. He displays a feral, shark-toothed grin. His eyes are like shiny black orbs. His voice is low and raspy. Oh, Gauha greets you as well. You have come to play a game, yes? This guy's going to stitch me up, isn't he? He's going to stitch me up. Let's play first and ask questions later. Gauha reaches into his tunic and pulls out a coin. This coin? Your coin? He places it at your feet and pulls out another. This coin? Gauha's. He places it at his own feet, then holds up 2 dice between his thumb and index finger. The dice? We both roll one, yes? Okay, go on. You roll higher, both coins. He snatches the coins up from the ground and proffers them to you. Yours. Gauha, roll higher. He quickly tucks the coppers back into his tunic. Mine. Neither rolls higher. The coin stays for another roll. So, how much coin will lie at your feet? Let's go with 5 copper. You both roll the dice until you roll higher. You pick up the coins and put them away. Gauha nods, frowning. It is enough for now, but perhaps we shall play again later, you and I. Wait, is something wrong? Gauha regards you closely for a moment, then nods. Never do I indulge in Hashma's folly, never do I cheat, human. But I see fortune, read it, know it in the face of a man. However, in you I see nothing. I know nothing. You have no luck? No fortune, neither good nor ill? Or you make your own, perhaps, I do not know. He places his dice back into his tunic. We might play later, perhaps, but no more this moment. I should have bet 100. Oh well. Who else do we have around here? That's locked. This isn't. And it's empty. Reekwind. Now there's a name. Giscall. Someone else. Let's talk to Reekwind first. This man is looking at you with strange bug-eyed stare. His eyes are huge. So huge they look ready to pop out of his sockets and roll across the cobblestones. He nods eagerly as you approach, bobbing his head like a bird. And as you near him, you suddenly notice the smell of urine and feces surrounding him. Lovely. Greetings. The man sniffles, wiping his nose on his sleeve, then opens his mouth to reveal blackened, rotted gums. Stories for coins, Sirrah. His breath reeks. It smells like this man has been keeping rotten meat stored inside his mouth. Stories for coin. Who are you? The man snorts thick with phlegm. Names, who are you? His head does a slight twitch every time he repeats himself. Names, dangerous. He glances at the ground and stirs the dirt with his foot. Okay, I'll go with this. What do you mean dangerous? Knowing a name or being stuck with one, both's a mess of trouble. He looks back up at you. My name's a given name, not one asked for. Reekwind. Once again, you become conscious of his reeking breath and the smell of urine and feces that surrounds him. A given name. The name fits you well. Not my true name, Reekwind mumbles, his head twitching every time he says name. A true name's a dangerous thing, gives others power. He stares at you with his huge eyes and wags his finger. Keep your name secret, keep it close, never let it out. What do you mean? Names are like smells, things can track you with them. Reekwind coughs, his eyes almost popping out of his skull as he does so. His cough seems to loosen his bowels, for he breaks wind loudly, as if to accentuate his point. If someone knows a true name, it gives them power. He licks his lips. The power to hurt. Well, I suppose I'm a bit lucky then. I don't know my true name.
Updated my journal.
Okay. Reekwind's eyes widen. Seeing his eyeballs bulge even larger makes you uneasy. Then you are blessed. Remain nameless and you shall be as a spirit on the plains. Untraceable, untrackable, unseen, undiscovered. He smacks his gums wetly. A name chosen, a name given. It allows others to find you and hurt you. And have you been hurt, Reekwind? Reekwind gives a twitching nod, then scratches himself. Let my name slip once, only once. His eyes film over as if the memory is painful, then glances at you uneasily. Tell you the story I will, but 3 coppers must I see. His face splits into a smile as he says the word coppers, and his reeking breath hits you like a hammer. As gross as this is, I want to hear this guy's story, so very well, here's 3 copper. Reekwind gets into a stance, looks left, looks right, then faces you. His face clenches, then, with a grunt, he breaks... excuse me. He breaks wind again. The smell nearly levels you, but he takes no notice. Cursed I. Walk the wards in splendor. He stands up stiffly, nose high in the air. He saunters back and forth, nodding to invisible passers-by. I'll carry on listening.
Updated my journal.
Reekwind freezes, his arms akimbo. Crossed paths with a crossed one. Add the look of a pumpkin, his seeds, curses. Reekwind then thrusts his belly out so as to appear fat, slicks back his hair with his filthy palm so he looks almost bald, and begins drumming his fingers on his fat belly. He then walks about, circling the spot where his stuffy upper-class persona used to be. All a jumble with curses, this one was. With a sneer and a careless gesture, Requin tosses an invisible curse at the stuffy persona. Okay, I'll keep listening. Knew my name, let it slip, I had. All it took it all. He stiffens up again, inhaling deeply and resuming his upper-class persona. The persona suddenly crumples, and Requin breaks wind violently, then exhales, filling the air with his foul-reeking breath. Cursed with stenches, smells, excrement. Came here to tell tales, all good for now. Now Requind is the name, given name. Okay, I see. Do I have any other questions? Questions. Requind hunches over, regarding you warily with his huge eyes. Answers. Okay, what can you tell me about this area, Requind? The hive. A tale I can tell. I will, but 3 coppers must I see. He smacks his gums together and snorts like a pig. Okay. I'm not sure I can deal with Requind anymore. I'm intrigued. He's a bit not right. But you get the feeling he knows something. I don't know. It's just a Not today. Maybe later. Because I saw someone else I want to go and talk to. Bench. This bench looks like it's ready to collapse. Where was the other person? I can't see them now. I saw them before. Giscall. This is who I saw. Or Giscall. You see a spindly-looking merchant with a brush of grey and red stubble across his chin. He wears several layers of brightly coloured robes, so much so that he looks like a flag with arms and legs. He's shaking slightly as you watch. I Giscall. He bows and spreads his trembling hands. As he does, you notice his hands and forearms are a twisted mass of black scar tissue, as if they were once badly burned. How did you hurt your hands? Giscall doesn't seem to have heard you. He answers only with his spiel, delivered in the same flat monotone. Giscall buy cloth, sell cloth, wash cloth, mend cloth, and... He gestures at his layers of clothing with his shaking hands. Wear cloth. Okay, but I asked how did you hurt your hands? Giscall's monotone breaks. Giscall buy cloth, sell cloth, wash cloth, mend cloth, and... He gestures at himself again, but his hands are shaking so badly he cannot even finish. Okay, never mind, Giscall. What do you have? Perfect. We can buy and sell some stuff. So, what do I want to get rid of? I have 2 abysmal pipes. I can't even remember what they do. Okay. I have a pet limb, which is actually taking up... space. This is frustrating. What have I got? Okay, Mort. I need to do some swapping over. What do I want to sell? I should have left these keys in the tomb, to be honest. I could have, if I needed to go back, I could just pick them up when I got there. Too many things. Nope. Cannot use that item. Rat charm. Cannot use that item. Hang on, that's Mort, that's why. Yeah, mine are all full. I don't have any other weapons. Oh, earring. Can I wear that? Oh, what did I just do? It's only usable by thieves anyway. Okay. Can I stack those? No, I cannot. What does the pipe do? Cloud kill. I have 2 of them. Intestines. I need the seed. The pet limb. This is your pet limb. Talk to item. Okay, let's do that. This is your pet Lim Lim. Noticing it has your attention, it chirps up at you lovingly. Pew! Examine your Lim Lim. Okay. Your Lim Lim appears both insect and animal in origin. Its legs are oversized, but its arms are small, nearly vestigial, and a brightly speckled half shell runs down its back. It sports twin pairs of insect-like wings and has tiny black eyes and a mouth that always appears to be smiling gleefully. I don't feel like kicking my Lim Lim. Let's pet it. Pio, Pio. The Lim Lim squirms about merrily, its wings buzzing. It seems to enjoy the affection immensely. Okay, let's pet it some more. Lim Lim squirms about merrily, its wings buzzing. Okay. I don't feel right kicking it. Not right now, maybe later. I'll put it down to run around a bit. Okay. Will it follow me? Or have I just lost it? Will it follow? Oh, that's my pet Lim Lim. Okay. Let's pick it up. And let's talk to it again. Okay. That's all the options. Okay, I'll stop playing with Lim Lim for now. Now, what was I doing? I got distracted by my pet when I went into my inventory. Scroll, sphere, need to hang on to all this stuff. I want to sell. This is going to take forever if I do this. Damn. Too much stuff. Okay. I'm going to have to do... Actually, no. That's the needle and thread. I want more to hang on to that. I wanted the stiletto. Where is it? Piercing. Okay. Not usable by priests. I'm going to have to sell these things one at a time, basically. That's what it's feeling like. It's very much... I need to do that off screen. What else have we got here? Let's have a look. The marketplace, hive dwelling, northwestern portion, Braskin's Kip. I need to sort this out. I'm going to have to do a lot of transferring one item back and forth between me and Mort until I make up some space and sell it to this guy. So I think I'll do that off screen. So that's probably a place to leave it. It's very much...
Probably the worst place we can be in Sigil at the worst time.
Yeah. It's, I don't think anywhere in Sigil's a good place for us right now, Mort. As I was saying anyway, before you rudely interrupted, it's been very much a talking episode, just exploring this area here. There's plenty more to see and do. We still need to find someone who can help Mebeth. And we need to find this burning bar or whatever it is for the other quest. So lots to do. But I think I'm going to leave it there. So thank you all for watching. I do hope you're well. And until next time, take care.